Hi, this is Lisa with creativecanines.blogspot.com with another Copic tutorial for Simply Scrapping and Crafts. Today we're going to look at how to do a different hair color. We're going to look at Auburn or red hair, and I'm going to use the following colors: E18, E19, E17, and E13. And once again, the weird thing about E18 is a little bit darker than the E19. So I'm going to start with my darkest color. And this is one of Melgen's images. And I pretty much, a rule of thumb is the hair is going to be darkest next to the face. I'm probably going to add a little bit dark up top here just because the dark does bring out the light. E19 and blend that in. Got a little wonky around the lines there. I'm going to grab my colorless blender and start to fix that. Okay, going in with my E17. Now, to me, the highlight is about here on her hair. And it's kind of nice. I love when the different images will have the shading built in for you, and this almost does have the shading built in. Make that really light there. Okay. And I can go ahead and blend into here a little bit too. I'm going to go ahead over to my other side with my E18. Once again, darkest by the hair base. And to be able to show the dark, it's always darkest by the face and the part. This is kind of my rule of thumb. The E19, and there's not much room here, so you have to be kind of careful. And if you're making your stamps any smaller too, you're also going to find that you need to be more careful. I made this one pretty large because I'm going to be using it for an easel card later. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and work on her little braids here. Once again, you can tell that it's almost, the shading is almost put in there for you. It's kind of nice. It's kind of a nice break sometimes. You don't have to think about it too much. Flourishes is another one of those companies that do that for you. It's kind of nice because they have a real intricate stamp. And that's what I actually started on, as the Flourishes stamps. I love those. A little bit in. A touch there. 17. And you may notice, I mean, you can just use 3 colors. I tend to go the whole, I love using 4 or more colors. 4 is probably, 3 is the minimum I ever use. I must always use 4. With my E13 to add the little highlight. Okay, once again, I am nowhere near perfect at this. I go out the lines a lot, especially when I'm trying to do something kind of in a rush, but it's okay. That's why we have the colorless blender. Alright, once again, go on with my E18. And I'm looking at this. Her lighting source for me, I might make it to the side if I were doing it without the little built-in shading guides here, but this is actually a top lighting source. E19. And as you get to a smaller area, it is harder to fit more than a couple colors in there. Okay. 17. There we go, and the E13. And there you go, you've got auburn hair. And what I always like to do, if I have a highlight, I really like to call attention to it. And I like to use these Essentials pens. So highlight on her hair, and I might put a little bit of there we go. That's it for auburn hair. Once again, the colors I used were E18, E19, E17, and E13. Thank you for Simply Scrapping and Crafts. This is Lisa for CreativeK9s.blogspot.com.